Here's a cylinder that contains some ideal gas. This is a piston that can slide up and down. And we are going to expand this gas at a constant pressure. And that means we have to add some heat. When the gas expands, it exerts a force on the surroundings. That's why the piston moves up. This force is exerted over some height, which we could call delta H. But the equation for work is force times displacement, and the displacement is simply delta H. There is cosine of theta, but the angle between the force and displacement is 0, and cosine of 0 is 1, so we can leave that off. This force is exerted over this area, so I can multiply the equation by area over area, because this is 1 and I have not changed the value. Let's take the denominator and put it with the force, and take the numerator area and put it with delta H. Well, this is equal to force over area. What's that? That's pressure. And what's this? Well, it's the area times this height, and that right there, this green volume, is just how much we increased the volume, so it's delta V. We can add that into our equation. Here's what the graph would look like if we plot the pressure as a function of volume, or we're plotting the variation in pressure with volume. But as this graph shows, the pressure is constant. As we increase the volume, pressure does not change. So what's that constant value of pressure? It's the height of the graph. How high up on the y-axis? How much does the volume change? Well, it's the width of the graph. This is how much we increase along the x-axis. But wait a second. Pressure times delta V, that's base times height. This expression, P times delta V, is simply the area under the graph. And so the work that is done by the gas is equal to the area under the graph. This work can be positive or negative. The work is positive when the gas expands, when the volume increases. The work is negative when the gas contracts, the volume decreases. So look right here on the line. We can add an arrow showing an increase in volume. This means positive work. Or we could show an arrow pointing left, stating that the volume decreases. That would be negative work.